Fine. So we'll start. My time here is 5, 6, and 7 here, 7:56. So, well, these are all angelic messages. They're coming and telling time to time, some sequence numbers and things like that. Today's topic is free will and destiny, because I'm started getting few queries from personally about these issues. So I thought I will explain this about this in this one session on this. Let me, before going into this topic, because many masters, many places, this destiny has been already spoken. It's not, subject is nothing new. I will share about my direct experience. That is the thing. I'm not claiming this is the only explanation. I'm not claiming it is the best explanation. I'm just, you can say it is what is called disclaimer or something in the bottom there, right? So I'm just telling you. So this is what it is. I'll just share whatever my direct experience is. That's all. So first is, what is free will? Okay. Free will, it is, there are two levels. One is in the soul level and one is incarnated level. Okay, let me start with the incarnated level. When we take birth, we have a free will with our soul. Okay. What is that? While running the life, soul will not interfere into our business. It will not direct or dictate in our life, day-to-day life. We are the sole decision maker. And what are the areas we can make decisions? 3 areas: our thoughts, our words, and actions. To make it more objective, what I'm going to think right now, it is my choice. Nobody is coming in between. What I'm going to say right now, that is my free will. I can say anything. And what I will do right now, that is also my free will. In these 3 areas, nobody comes in between. You may say, okay, I'm not saying anything. So where is my free will? You are not saying anything. That choice is yours. Huh? You can say. Right now, you can say anything, but you are not saying. It is your choice that this moment I will not say anything. Because session going on and whatever the reason, it doesn't matter. But it is your choice not to say anything right now. But if you want to say, nobody can stop it. After that, they can say something and somebody can say, you shut up. That is a different thing. But that moment, nobody is coming in between. So thoughts, words, and actions. What I'm going to do right now. Okay. I'm not saying what they are influenced by. I'm not talking about the influence from where they are coming, where they are. No, I'm taking right now. Whatever I'm going to say, do, or think, it is coming under your free will. Okay. Now, in the soul level, this soul has got a much higher level of free will. So this free will between our soul consciousness, because our soul knows everything. But we have a free will on these areas, our thoughts, words, and actions. Our soul is having free will to the universal consciousness, the creator. That is a higher level of free will. Soul can choose which form, where, how to incarnate, how that life will be, what are the experience we'll have in this life. Okay, before you take birth. After incarnation, it has already gone. It is the incarnated body will do that. But before, soul has a full choice when to take birth, which country, which will be the parents, what are the experiences we'll have in that life, which are the relationships we'll have in that life. Mostly, soul decides based on the karmic, to reduce the karmic burden. I'm not coming why, but it has got a power. Suppose it chooses next 100 years, I will not take any birth. It's possible. It's a free will. This matter, it is called soul's plan. Soul chooses to do that. Okay. When soul chooses to do that, universal consciousness, where the origin, soul has originated, and ultimately soul will go back there. Universal consciousness doesn't interfere into this. It is the soul's choice completely. And whatever is happening in the life, without knowledge of the soul, nothing is possible in our life. Soul will not interfere unless until you ask, you get connected and guidance. That is called inner guru awakening. That post-enlightenment that happens. But till that happens, soul does not interfere into our business because of the free will contract. So 2 stages of free will. Okay. One stage I explained about our once we incarnated, whether we know about the soul or not doesn't matter. Whether we believe it or not doesn't matter. But 3 aspects will have the free will. Okay. Exactly in the next moment, what are we going to say, what are we going to do, and all those things, what are we going to think. And then the soul level, it has got a complete experience and the whole plan of our life and all aspects. Even what is the level of intelligence we'll have, what is the type of work we'll do. All these comes under the soul's free will aspects. It can decide anything. And sometimes, here people, smart people, I should say, they ask if the soul had all the power to choose where I should born, why not I born as a, son of Ambani's or Tata's or Birla's? It's a good question. Soul has can do that, Answer to that is, if that happens, the type of experience you need to neutralize your karma will not happen if you born in the Birla family or Tata family or Ambani family or somebody rich family. That's why soul has decided not to take birth in those families. And similar way, soul has decided you should not take birth in some civil war torn villages in Somalia or Syria. That is also soul's decision, so that you are not undergoing those kind of experiences also. Okay, so it has got a purpose. Soul's plan has a purpose. There is a meaning involved here. It is not by accident or by chance. We feel many things and happen, in our life by accident. No, these are all as per plan. Okay, I'll come into that about the destiny part of it. But this is the soul's plan. So up to here, it is clear. Free will in the incarnated, what are the things? And soul level, what are the free will aspect? Soul has a full authority to plan your life, what form, where, in all these kind of things. Once incarnated, soul doesn't have that day-to-day business interference. Then it is your free will takes over, and then you run that accordingly. Okay. Listen this part carefully. Once you incarnated, you need to operate independently. So you need an operating system. Because soul is not telling you each and every time. And that operating system is called ego. And all these thoughts, words, and actions come directly under ego because you need them to operate. And ego then guide you sometimes through all these thoughts, words, and actions in something what was not in original plan. Because you are independent. Suppose somebody has, some driver has been given a car. So you take this car from, say, what is called, Kolkata to Chennai. So it's given the money and petrol or whatever the owner has given. The driver's responsibility is to bring the car and deliver it to some place in Chennai. The driver in between this, because the car is under his control, nobody else is there in the car. And assume that there is no monitoring system also. Even if it is there, doesn't matter. But still, he is the driver. He thought, why not to stay 2 days in Bhubaneswar? Get all of this thing. Get out and stay 2 days in Bhubaneswar and then go. I said, okay, let us go to some Vizag, meet with my friends. So these are all detours. Okay. He is not going straight. It was not in the plan to visit Bhubaneswar or Vizag. But his driver's free will, driver chosen to go there before it. So what happens is, it ultimately reaches Chennai, but late, or it takes more time, more money is spent. Or, and worst case, suppose he went to Vizag and met with an accident. Police caught him and put him into jail. Then somebody, paid the bail and all these things came out. So several days are gone. So they waste time there as well, if something happens in this kind of adventure. So our lives, travel, journey of our life goes exactly this way. Something are planned, where to go, and which are the things you will, on the way, you will pass through. But because of our free will, because the steering wheel is in the driver may choose to do some kind of detour, meet with some more friends and visit some places, etc. Spend some additional nights somewhere and all this kind of stuff. And he can also meet with some problems, and that problem also need to be solved. So all this makes the journey delayed, which were not in the original plan. But he is capable of doing so because of free will, because steering wheel is in his hand. Okay, so this is how our life works. That is why, what is the elements under the free will? Incarnated body, thoughts, words, and action. These are the reasons for our karma. These are the reasons for our detour. This is how we deviate from our plan. We have to come back. There is no other way. Ultimately, you have to come back. So, when suppose some places he was tested with corona, I said, okay, 14 days you are under what is called, or some area become locked down. So it become more and more delays. So same way it happens. So because of that, the karma, because of free will, the karma generates. And to generate the karma, main reason is the ego. And the karma generated by incarnated body. Suppose that driver scenario, if driver met with an accident, the owner can pay for it, but owner cannot go to jail for that. No, it's because driver is somebody else. He has to face the consequences. Or the accident kills somebody, something happens. So the police inquiry or whatever happens, go to the court, etc. The driver has to go. Owner cannot do anything. He can only witness. He can only help to, give better lawyer so that they come out and all this kind of stuff. Okay. And exactly the similar role our soul plays when we do something because of our free will. So this is about that free will part. Now, let me explain about how the destiny is created. Okay. What is destiny? when we take birth, like going to Chennai, then the example, that destiny is created by our soul, original destiny, original where to go, what are the things to meet in this life. But what happens because of our free will, we create many, many other aspects which come and become our destiny. It was not there in original. See, going to jail was not on our destiny. I mean, the driver's destiny. But he has met with an accident, so that became part of the destiny as well. Because it is created in between. It was not in the original plan. If we completely follow soul's plan, it is the most, peaceful way of completing a life. But mostly it happens because of the other paraphernalia we got deleted. How it is developed. So how does the other factor get involved into our destiny? That is because of our own thoughts, words, and actions. So to understand how normally things work, it's all coming under ego's area. So how ego works? First, it works with some thought. Okay. Ego is controlling us by injecting thoughts in our mind. So when thought comes, now I'm just explaining the sequence up to the destiny. Okay. But not the soul route. I'm talking about the ego route. A destiny by ego route. Any situation, because we don't understand who is soul and what it is doing, what is the purpose of life. We know nothing. Okay. Now we are under ego and we think ego is me. Okay. So it enters on thought into your mind. So what we do, so after thought, what happens? That triggers some emotion. Some thought goes into emotion. We can be angry, we can be jealous, we can something. Or it ignites that we need to achieve something. I need to be the top, whatever, ambitions, some emotion happens. When emotion happens, we react to that emotion. So far what I have come is thoughts, then emotion, then reaction. We react to that emotion. Okay. Somebody came and said few bad words to me. This to me, who is me? I explained earlier. I'm not going to that detail. So normally, what happens? Then your thought generated. That he is insulting you. That thought. Then the next emotion is anger. I become angry. Oh, I'm getting insulted. So then I react. I go and slap that person, suppose. So what happened? One thought came. My ego told me, he is insulting you, yeah? So that thought is coming, I am getting insulted. So that raised my emotion, anger. Through the anger, I'm reacting by slapping that person. Okay. So from that reaction, whenever that person comes, I have that kind of enmity feeling about that person. So from reaction, it develops some attitude toward that person. If it repeats few times, because of that incident, whenever that person, I see that person, he is in my enemy list. So my attitude towards that person is changed. He's in my enemy list now. Okay. Now, when I do this for certain different types of people and different types of things, this attitude to different persons or different situations. Same thing happened to any situation. I've given an example of a person. This different attitudes forms my habit patterns, means they are repetitive. Under similar situation, I react similar way. If another person insults me, I react similar way. Okay, last time one person I gave one slap, this time with two slaps. Okay, but reaction is similar. And that slowly, in this different type of situation, different personality types, we develop some kind of pattern, habit. And when our life operates under those patterns is become our destiny. Because we'll experience life under the influence of that patterns. Like looking at life with a red colored glass. So everything will look red. So similar way, it is a filtered version of life, and we experience life because of our habit patterns. So the destiny, whatever our life will experience, okay, so we created something, this part, okay, which is, called our so-called that ego part, how we operated, that forms our destiny. Our life, our experience of life for next maybe 5-10 years, it will be come through that channel only. So from where all this triggered? In this part of the destiny, which is coming under ego. It all triggered with the thought that he is insulting you, or this is not good, this will be harmful for you, or you need to show your power to that person. All started with that, no? You are victimized, okay? You are not well, you need more money, all this. These are started with thoughts. No? Then that triggers emotion, then we react, okay? From that reaction, we develop some attitude, and that attitude forms a habit, and that habit gives rise to the destiny. So what does that say? It says, if you control the thought in the starting, in the beginning, you can avoid that destiny. Okay. Because thought is under your free will. You can choose. Destiny, you cannot. The water has gone further down the line. You cannot stop it. Okay. So that is the approach of spirituality. To witness the thought and catch them at the thought level so that you can do something about it. So when spiritual means we take the help of the soul, because we don't want to go into unnecessary, this kind of destiny. What the original destiny is good enough. Soul is guiding, soul is creating the situations. We need to operate at our best level so that you can neutralize all the karma. To do that, first thing what we need to do, we declutch ourselves from the thought. And then, if we independently looking at what his mind is doing, then you have a control. Otherwise not. If you're not witnessing what is going on, you will never realize that why you are facing so much things in your lives. Thought level, if you do that, then what will happen? That first emotion will not rise, because witnessing the thought, because you are detached from the thought, it will not trigger emotion. And even if emotion triggers, you can see emotions also, both together. You're witnessing, oh, this thought created that emotion. You are aware. In that case, what will happen? You will not react. You will have a power to know that the consequence of this is not going to be, taking me into dragging into some direction. Now I have a power to change it here itself. After that, one moment. After that, what will happen is called response. We respond to the situation. We don't react. In reaction, you don't have any control, any power. In respond, you have. You can respond appropriately, okay, with your spiritual tool, the witnessing and this power to control these emotions and all those things. And then you can respond accordingly. When you come from the reaction to respond, your destiny will change. Because you, in the free will level, in the thought level, you have already done that. But if you had gone further down, created a lot of karma, then soul needs to create how to balance those karmas. So before you go to that, if you can catch that at that level, you will respond and you will not bind any karma. You understand what I am saying? This is called Kriyaman Karma. Kriyaman Karma, the key is awareness. I told already earlier. And this is how the awareness works. We catch them at the thought level. We practice that. It's not easy to catch at the starting point. Because it is a free will area, we can change our thought. We don't allow our emotions to trigger, and then we respond. So this is the way of the Kriyaman Karma is not triggered further. All right, Sonika, you wanted to ask something?
Yeah. But what I think, you told us step by step, but I think I fail at the first step as well, because when it comes to free will, I think most of the times I choose the wrong things. And I think because I got a free will, I do not take a right decision. Wherein if I'll not take a right decision at the first, other steps, I'll be wrong. Uh, what is the right procedure wherein I'll get help in that first level where I got a free will and I admit that, I'm wrong, instead of blaming anyone else, and I admit that, first step was wrong. If that first step I'll take right, probably other right things will happen. So you told us steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I am stuck at step 1, and I'm saying at free will, I get stuck, and most of the times I take wrong decision. And now at this stage, I realize earlier there was no realization that I've done anything wrong. But now I realize, but then it is late. I have already done. I have already taken a wrong free will decision. And then I realize, oh, I should have said this. I should have done this. How to stop that, how to correct my free will, not doing the wrong thing and do the right thing beforehand or before speaking anything. How to
Right.
take that first right step? I need help there.
Okay. See, whatever happened in the past, keep aside. We'll deal with that separately. Forget about it's a right, wrong, whatever, but you got the experience, correct? Now you have the experience of those. Keep the experience with you. That's all. Okay. Now, this is what we are trying to practice of witnessing our thoughts. This is we practice every time we meditate. In the 6-step meditation, we are practicing, witnessing the thought. We have to extend that to our normal awake state. Not only during meditation, okay, we have to be aware what is happening even when you are in work or, we are doing something else. So this needs to be extended to our normal day-to-day life, witnessing the thought before saying or doing anything. Then we go to that channel of response.
But what if I'm struggling at that first step?
No, it is a skill that you need to develop. Like a swimming. So I cannot float because I cannot swim. So you learn swimming first. Okay, there is no shortcut, because unless until you learn swimming, you will not be able to keep yourself afloat, right? Okay, this is a skill area that can be practiced. You also listen to the last session where I have explained in detail how can detach ourselves from, that key, what Rajdeep is thinking and Rajdeep is doing and all this kind of thing. That will help you to detach. Main issue is we are too much attached with our personality. And that is why a lot of things are happening. So first you detach, then only will develop the power to witness. Okay, it is a skill area. It is because even if you have a free will, but you need some kind of power and energy to do that, to come to the level whether we can witness. Another area you can practice is to raise your vibration as simply. Lower your vibration, more difficult it is to witness. You go to the higher in the vibration, it is very easy to witness things. Same thing is almost impossible if vibration is below 250. 250 is neutral, PEVF I'm talking about. So you practice witnessing the thoughts during meditation. At the same time, you raise your vibration through all these practices. One point of time, it will be easier for you to see what is going on in your mind. The next step is further to go to no thought. I'm not going to that level yet. No thought is to explore the higher. Forget about higher. At least to operate at this level, we need to see what is going on in my mind. I should be aware. Okay, so it is a skill area. So you need to skill witness, practicing witness with raising the vibration. So that is the key.
It really sounds very difficult, rather next to impossible. But I trust you if you're saying it will happen, and I'll definitely try.
Yeah, if you see, I have shared my life story, right? I have posted last year. So if it happens to me, it can happen to anybody. I'm 100% confident. Okay. Give it a try and see what happens. Okay. And to do that,
Guruji,
yeah.
I want to share something.
Yes, go ahead, share. Yes, Uma, go ahead.
Where, uh, whenever I feel like it's thoughts are out of my control, I always every day morning I will when I woke up, I will say to Mataji that my thoughts, action, and words are surrendered to you, Mataji. Please take care of them. By doing that, I have controlled so many thoughts and all these reactions and all. So I wanted to share and just.
Yeah, that is great.
Thank you.
Surrendering, surrendering to the divine is the ultimate key. So that there is no ownership at all. Even I don't claim it is my thought.
Guruji, one more thing I have to share.
Yes, please. Please, Madhu.
Just now I asked you, how are you? I said, I'm very good with blessings of Babaji. And you know what I was thinking? It was there in my mind. May these blessings be showered to us. May this all be light be given to us. And this is immediately after that you said, after 2 minutes, Babaji came and he said to shower the light to know. I was so happy. I was on, and I felt like I'm on the top of the world.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Babaji.
So it is the divine grace in Babaji and Mata is showering all the time.
Yes.
It is up to us how we receive it.
Yes.
Okay. If I put our container upside down, then it will fall down. We'll not realize. Yes, I'm holding a container, but nothing is, because the way we hold, that makes the difference. If I do sidewise, something will come. But if we put it properly, then we can receive maximum. So it's divine grace is always showering. It is only we have to realize it. When you realize it, then we get the effect of that. So it is all the time. It is divine grace is showering.
I'm so grateful and thankful, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Yes. All right. So now, any other question on up to here?
And Guruji, just to add on to what Sonika madam mentioned, when I
Rashmi?
started this journey, when I was talking to Vidya, I was thinking, okay, I have got that interest in spirituality, I have got interest in this path, but I was so sure that I'm not going to get into this path this lifetime. So yeah, probably God has given me this life to understand. The next life, probably I might get into the path. But it's only a couple of months it took for me to get introduced to you. And then again, I was not regular in Kriya, I was not regular in meditation. Again, thanks to you and Guru Mandala that I got a chance to be part of this weekly meeting. Vidya and I were thinking many times, why are we not meeting regularly? So God immediately showered that opportunity to us. It's been a year that we are able to continue that association. So if we take 1 year's journey, I can see the total transformation. I was in the same state as Sonika ma'am, that okay, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, my thoughts are going here and there. But now, without my knowledge, there is that back tracking that's happening. Okay, it has come to my family also. When I get angry, my husband immediately says, oh no, you forgot your Saturday's lesson, try and remember Saturday's lesson, don't get angry on your son. So God is making sure that he is penetrating that thought again and again through one channel or the other. So the moment we surrender, we come to the association, that itself will take care of everything, is what I would say. Thanks to you.
God bless you. All right. Now let me come to that, what we can do about it. See, honestly, the spiritual tools, things are very simple. So simple, that's why you miss it. Okay. Because our mind is not willing to accept simple solutions. It has to be very multiple layer, so many things will happen and we have to do so many things and this and that, target, milestone, something, all this kind of stuff. So what I said in the beginning, when I explained how our destiny has been created, which is not in the soul's plan. Whatever the soul's plan, you cannot change it. You can delay it. If you don't achieve it in this lifetime, it will go to the next lifetime. As simple as that. Because this is related to past karmic thing. And there are ways to deal with it. So I will come back to that. But first, today's topic is focusing on our current the free will. And that's how we create our own destiny. That's what we experience life. See, all starts where? In the thought. And which is our free will area. Simple tool is, if we change our thought, what is running on in our mind, we can change our destiny. I showed you how it works. Okay. So if I tell my mind, I'm happy. Okay. I have, at this moment, I have no deficiency. But reword it. Forget about no deficiency. I said, all well. At this moment. What will happen in future, we'll see it in future. It's okay. What happened in the past, I cannot do anything about it. I just surrender it to divine to take care of it. I'm not, but at this moment, I'm not. I'm breathing, I'm living, I'm experiencing my life. Okay, life is a big gift, and that's why it's called present moment, present gift. Okay, all this. Okay, I'm not perfect, no need to be. I'm not designed to be perfect. I'm not designed to be the best. Okay, if I tell that, okay, and I'm improving every day, affirmations. So one day we read those affirmations, no? One big paragraph we read, no, on the, I think a few weeks back. If I feed our mind with all this, our life will change. Rather than saying this is not possible, that I hear in our today's session also, many words like it's not possible, it's difficult. In that, what we are doing is the difficulty is getting manifested. The problem is getting manifested. Okay, it is tough. It is this getting manifested, and we actually experience that. But if we just simply reword it, you would say, at this moment, it's all good. Whatever I'm supposed, wherever I'm supposed to be, I'm there by the soul's plan. Because I have chosen my parents and this where I'll take, but I explained to you earlier. So accept that the soul's plan, whatever is planned, is best for me in this incarnation. And of course, it applies in this moment also. Wherever I need to be, I'm there. Only I have to feed our mind with the good things. Whatever I want to be manifested. If I experience good things, I have to feed good things to your mind, and here the appreciation comes. We explained earlier list of gratitude and appreciations. Thankful for to something simple things. Today I got a good breakfast. Thank you. And today it's a nice sunny day. Today I'm feeling good. I'm enjoying my life. Whatever comes on my way, I'm doing it. That's it. No need to give a very high-fi thing. If you keep telling your mind like that, these are called affirmations, your life will change. Or in other words, experience of your life will change. Nothing will change externally. But your attitude will change. Attitude came in between, no? You will be repatterned. Because you will pick up the positive points. Many people, they ask me, no, there are so many problems in my life. How I can say I'm good? Okay. So should I tell lie that I am good? Come out from this skeptic mentality. Okay. Every glass is half full and half empty. You are only looking at the empty. That's why you're getting it empty. Find out there must be something good. It's impossible to have everything bad. It is not possible. Day before yesterday, we just wanted to go out with my family. The car says, started making huge shaking. Then we came out and said there is a, the tire, there is some nail or something, I think, inside. We could not go. We have to cancel it. So it's already dark. We turned it back. Okay, that didn't happen. The next day, somebody came. It was taking care of my house and all. So he came and do it by himself. He changed the tire and all those kinds of. Okay, I will help you out. So I also got the help. No? If I start with the problem, what happened, and keep thinking, oh, that I have to cancel that thing, and I've suffered, and what was this, and who put the nail there on the road, and it is, it come to in who, usko mera gaadi ke niche hi aana tha, and all this. So then my experience of my life will be driven by that incident. Okay. But I said, okay, we'll, change our plan for 2 days. Doesn't matter. It's okay. So if things happens, roads, nails are there. So I have to accept that those are there. I cannot clean each and every road, and I cannot see each and everything on the road as well. So this is the way I'm repatterning. Nothing in the outside world changes. But I'm focusing on more on this. Also, I'm thinking I'm blessed, because if that happens, the last weekend we went to some area off-road, some lakes area. Here we call Alkudra lakes. So in there it is an off-road. If something happened, it was already evening that time. Then even this help I could not get. No, this happened in front of my house. If that happens there, I could have stuck with the family in the middle of that kind of forest type of area. Then I have to walk 5 kilometers to get a help. So same incident, but I feel I'm lucky. So what thoughts in my mind is going, that makes my experience. After that incident, 2 days of life, 2 days of, time of my life could have been miserable. I keep on complaining and this and, shouting and blaming, to my family also, why you need to go, you could have gone it earlier and blah, blah. But in that, I feel that, okay, it happened, I got help, I got this, and I was lucky to do that. So everything has a different way of looking at it. And that makes my experience. So this is the particular thing. Even if it is, you don't at the moment think it is right, but you have to tell your mind, it is all good. Everything is fine. I'm taking care of the divine. I'm fine. Nobody is conspiring against me. Nobody is punishing me. I'm just running my life as per my soul's plan, and I'm good. I accept whatever it comes. If something comes which, of not my liking, I took it as a challenge. If something comes of my liking, I enjoy. Very simple. So what we are feeding into our mind, that ultimately determines the way we experience our lives. Some people are all the time they are fine, and some people they're very much, what is called complaining and fed up with life. If you objectively see independently, there is not much difference in the external life of them. Okay, it's the way they approach the life. The things they give importance, that comes back. If I say too much and too much problems, it will come back. Our words has a power. It comes back to us. And that way we experience life. That's why I was just explaining, say, in your family talk, say, my mother lives in Kolkata, long distance. So whenever my mother called me, asked me, how is things are going on, I say, we are all good, we are all fine. Maybe there is something is there, somebody has, sick or something, but I don't say it. Even if she comes to know, yes, there was something, we went to the doctor, and we'll be fine. Okay. But there are many, in this kind of private conversations, you see that if the similar situation, talking to the mother, list of all problems happened into last few days in the life. What not happened, the maid didn't come, and this some glass is broken, and we have got a headache, and this and that, full of negative, things you're verbalizing. I'm not saying you cannot say. if you say those things to anybody, I'm not saying you cannot say, those things will be implemented in your life. That will be your destiny. You will experience those. Because this part you listen carefully. Wherever you put attention, that gets manifested. If your attention is on the negative side, negative thing and manifested, okay, in the universe, they only understand the vibration. They don't understand your wish. You are complaining because you wish to have a better life, but your complaining is recorded, not the wish. Because your complaining creates certain vibrations. And actually, technically, how it works is when we are complaining, your vibration goes down. Okay. Some words we use, it makes our vibration down. Because of our vibration down, we attract those kind of experiences. Simple thing. If I say, it may be true. Oh, my life is stressful. I'm doing so much of work. I'm truly stressed. Use the word stress, lower your vibration. Okay. Or if you say, I'm enjoying my work, there's plenty of work, but I enjoy my work, it goes down because the word enjoy is there. So if you come back and tell I'm stressful, I'm this, and I'm too tired, and things, that will be manifested. But if you say, well, there's a lot of work, but I'm fine, the fine, oh, energy goes up. This much important it is. So if you put too many times, if you program, feed with these negative things, so our PVF goes down, down, and down. And so as the experiences. So raising the vibration, altering the words, the thoughts of our mind can change our destiny. So we need to learn how to rephrase those things, whatever you're feeding into the mind. If you think your life is not enjoyable, first you focus what is thoughts going on here, what is the quality of thoughts you are thinking. And already I've given the practice, 1 minute, the tone type of thing. You see what are the type of thoughts. Nobody, you need to show to anybody. Okay. If it is all about too much expense, too tired, and this, we have to teach the never a lesson, and this kind of thoughts. And another phrase is, I'm good. I'm not perfect. I'm good. I'm improving. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. If those are the kind of thoughts you have, your life will transform magically. So that is the key. Okay. So you need to consciously remove these kind of words like a difficult, impossible, and all this, too tough, or not for us. It may be for some, or for masters, they can do it. I cannot do it. These things, no? These are the lowering statements you give. You say, I'm empowered. I'm getting all the help from the masters and divine. I can do it. It's all fine. Okay. And see the change. Once you reprogram the thoughts, and then see the change, and the destiny can be changed. Which part? Which is under your incarnated part. The higher part, the soul's plan, you cannot change in this level. It is possible to change, but you have to go to the source code. That is a post-enlightenment phase. You can change your soul's journey even. It's possible. And when you go and change it, that through sadhana, normally not possible. So I finished the 3-dimensional talk. Now let me give a little bit glimpse of fifth dimensional. it is possible to change your destiny altogether. I had another life. In my soul's plan, I have seen it. Now this life is no longer necessary. Where the life was, what was the purpose, everything I know. Okay. But now that life is not necessary. Because whatever in that life was supposed to be achieved, I've already completed in this life. Next life, I leave it to Babaji to decide whether I need to come or not to come. If he says go, definitely. I'll take birth anywhere. Okay. So this thing, our Guruji's word is called designer destiny. But that cannot possible in this level. It is possible in that level. When you can change your destiny even at the soul level. This is, I just leave it there as just for information. But changing of destiny is possible. Soul's plan, there is a purpose for life. If you meet all the purpose, then your life will be liberated. It's all met, all accounts closed. Whatever was planned for, say, maybe for, say, 50 years, if you can finish it in 5 years, there is no name. The rest of the 45, you live a liberated life because whatever the karmic files are all closed. And there you need the spiritual awareness. And that can only accessible through your deep meditation. Go to your fifth body and download that information. So those are all possible in the soul level. All right, so that completes the learning session. Yes, Sonali?
Guruji, namaste. You are saying that our destiny is created by our thoughts, but in Gita, it is said that it is all predestined. I'm a bit confused.
Yeah, you follow Gita.
No.
Okay, I told I'm sharing my direct experience, and exactly this is the reason we don't discuss scriptures and what other master says, because this create confusion in you. Because you are still climbing the mountain. When you reach to the top of the mountain, then you will understand it is they're talking the same thing. Only somebody came through the south side, somebody came from the north side. Okay, it's a different approach to the same point. But when you are climbing, then the confusion comes. Oh, there it is from pine forest, 5 kilometers. I don't see any pine forest here because you are following a different path. Gita is correct, but don't bust your brain in understanding Gita in this respect. Okay, that is my advice. Okay. Follow just one path. Then there'll be no confusion. Yeah. Otherwise, you will read without understanding, and then there is the issue. Once you get enlightened, you'll understand everything. All Gita, all Bible, all this Quran, and everything will be meaning. Puran and Veda will be meaningful. But now it will be source of confusion. Not only the scriptures, even other masters. Everybody has got their own style of explaining things. Okay. So for the time being, just don't divert your attention to other things. It will create more confusion. Okay. Now, it sounds like I dodged your question. Now let me answer that. See, ultimate purpose of the soul's journey is to reunite with the source, which is a universal consciousness. That is fixed. There is no other way. Ultimate destination is fixed. That destiny you cannot change. Even the designer destiny cannot change that, because we talked about changing your soul's path, not ultimate. Ultimate, finally, even after doing all the designer business, whenever you landed up, it is the same place, merging with the creator. The river comes to the ocean. The river path may be changed. You put a dam or something like that on the way, it's fine. Okay. but ultimately it has to merge with the ocean, and that is fixed. You cannot do anything about it. And there is the truth is there is no need to do anything about it, because there's only the destination, and destination is the destiny. So we are all destined to go back to that final destination. Only our path will change. Whether the example of the car from Kolkata to Chennai, that we are only with a spiritual knowledge or awareness, we are trying to reduce the detours and wasting time on the way. Okay, so that we go as quick, as fast as possible, reach our destination. Suppose you have devoted, so 5 days to go from Kolkata to Chennai by driving. If you reach by 3rd day, 2 days you take rest, enjoy. Your plan is fulfilled. Now you enjoy 2 days. Okay. So that is how that life journey is, and that is what we are learning here. Okay. All right. Nego, unmute, Nego.
Rajdeep, I have got 2 questions, in fact. Question number 1 is, how do I know that I have deviated from my soul's plan in this life, present life, till today? What was something soul planned, and I was whether I have deviated from that or not. Question number 1. Question number 2 is, say it's a hypothetical situation. Say I have born as a murderer. My soul planned that I'll become a murderer. Okay, and I always feel a murderer instinct in me, like that. So should I follow the soul's plan as in toto, or should I try to change the soul's plan to not to become a murderer?
Okay. So your first part is very important. That is, so how do I know it? See, the question has got trapped by itself. Means which self doesn't know? Your lower self or higher self? Your higher self knows everything. Okay. It's nothing unknown. But your lower self may not know. And that is the thing we're trying to connect with through meditation and go to our knowledge body, where all informations are available. And that is how we know. I also personally shared, I have seen my minimum 70 of my past lives out of several thousands. In the human life, about 700. So it is possible to see what happened in the past and why the present life, all answers you will get. Why you are facing in this life what you are facing. I shared few of the stories also about my father in this life. When he expired, as the eldest son, I could not do mundan and things like that. And that answer I got when I see the past life. There is something happened, and it is just balancing in this life. So this kind of thing. So you need to go to the answer is you need to go to your 4th body, to your knowledge body, to download this information. And that can only possible through the deep meditation connection. And then you ask these questions, your higher self will answer that, nobody else. Okay. So there are some techniques, but it is not, everything will not be told, like your Akashic records and things like that. There are Nadi Shastra is there. So there are different astrological tools are also there, but your direct downloading will be the best, because everything is stored in your higher body. So that is about the first part. The second part of that if you take a born as a murderer, so and if that is needed to settle your karma, you have to simply go and finish it off. You will not bind any more karma for that, if it is your soul's plan. Okay, like suppose the soldiers, soldiers kill many people on the war, but they don't bind karma. They are doing their duty. It is not their self-interest that matters. They're just doing their duty. They are playing the role of a soldier and killing many people, maybe. Some of them maybe kill 10, 20 people in the war. So if your soul's plan is like that, you will not bind any karma. You need not to change it. Okay, and because you will not bind any karma, there will be no further consequences on that one. But if it is not your soul's plan, then definitely you have to settle each and every one of them. If it is your soul's plan and you have a still choice because of your free will, you may not do that, then it will be transferred to your next life. That's all. See, let me put it in this way. For you, it is a murder life. But from the soul level, it is all experiences. No? There is no good and bad. There is no duality. You want to have a certain experience that includes, if you have to murder someone, you have to get that experience that included. Means you and the person is getting murdered, they agreed in the soul level, we'll play these roles. That's why you will not bind any more karma. But if it is not your soul's plan to satisfy your ego, oh, definitely yes, you will bind huge karma. Okay, so that is the understanding of that aspect.
Thank you.
Okay, all right.